We met at the beginning of the fall semester of, you said 56?
1956, yes.
56. I was riding my bicycle around the quad, and Mary and some girls were riding the other way, and she gave me a big smile. That was pretty devastating.
We went to the symphony in December of '58. I don't remember the music. I just remember somebody asking me to be his wife.
I think it was Beethoven. The symphony set the mood, gave me the courage, and we celebrated our 50th anniversary earlier this year. As a couple, music plays a very important role. Brahms, Mozart, Beethoven. We enjoy the older classical more than the modern.
But that means that it's all the more important to go and listen to the lecture ahead of time, because then you get an introduction.
Classical music is so much a part of our life that it's hard to imagine what it would be like if it were not there. We've seen some wonderful young talent, but if there isn't a supporting audience, the art will die. It's not just today, it's the future as well.
My name is Alexander Baranchik. I'm concertmaster with the San Francisco Symphony. And I guess you figured that I'm not from Midwest. I am from Russia. Got my first violin when I was 6. The music school was just across the street from where we were living in St. Petersburg. And my mother thought that it will be a very easy commute for me to just cross the street and start learning violin. So it all happened by coincidence, because no one in my family ever was a musician. My first experience was Tchaikovsky's music, and this is something that I still love incredibly. I remember me thinking, I want to play in the orchestra this piece. I felt this is something that I should do for the rest of my life. This is one of the leading American orchestras. We have wonderful, wonderful musicians. But it takes a lot of practice, a lot of preparation, sometimes weeks, sometimes months. What is the way you want this particular piece of music to sound like? What is your own interpretation? Everything is important. And everything can sound beautiful, and everything can sound ugly. Playing here in San Francisco at Davis Hall is always playing for friends, playing for family, playing for people who are proud of us. And so that helps us to enjoy ourselves. And that goes back to them.
Raise your hand if you remember last year in first grade going to the symphony. Excellent. My name is Sandy Noltemeyer. I teach second grade at Alvarado Elementary School here in San Francisco, which is part of San Francisco Unified Public Schools. You ready? One of the San Francisco Symphony education programs is called AIM, Adventures in Music, and the teacher is given everything you need. Raise your hand if you can read this word for me. Maeve? Composer. What about this? In the 80s, when I arrived here and there was no music in the public schools, you could just tell that there was something missing. Audience, and they're listening to the performers. I was a voice major at university. It's been such a big part of my life, being interested in music, that I think that it's important to make sure it's there. To be able to appreciate music and be a good listener. It's just global, the way it can affect a student and affect a student's future. Today, I want you to imagine what this music is about. Close your eyes and see what you see in your mind. If you have been a donor for the AIM program with San Francisco Symphony, you should feel inspired that you have given so many students an opportunity to connect with something so important in our lives as music.
My name is Nathan Chan. I'm 17 years young, and I'm a cellist in the San Francisco Symphony Youth Orchestra. My sister plays the violin. My mom, she's actually a piano teacher. When we have free time, it's fun to share a little music with each other. Music kind of serves two roles for me. One, I could go into my room and get all my stress and anger out by playing some Shostakovich or something. Or else I could just say, oh, you know, let's resolve our differences. Let's play some chamber music. Come on, let's put that behind us. I distinctly remember playing Beethoven's Ninth Symphony with the San Francisco Chorus in my first or second year. I remember feeling like I was riding a wave of just musical power. Here you have one of the most famous pieces in the world, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony with the San Francisco Chorus, with me and the San Francisco Symphony Youth Orchestra playing at Davies Symphony Hall. They're like these four things that just 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 equals infinity, okay? Classical music has the power to evoke complex emotions, emotions that are almost beyond words. And I think one of the sad things is that people often stereotype classical music as being too sophisticated or too snooty. I think one of our goals should be to make classical music relevant to everyone. And I think in that sense, the youth orchestra is an integral part of changing that mindset.